Hi buddy, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons episode 80 with me, Sid. And I'll be honest, when I started doing GregTech, it seems like an age ago, I would have been surprised if I'd have got to episode 80. Everybody knows my affiliation to the grind. It's not my thing. Anyway, this is the first episode of regular content following my 1 week vacay in Tunisia, and hopefully the Tunisia didn't win this time and I came back safely without any health problems. Touch wood. I'm not superstitious, but maybe I'm a little, I don't know. Anyway, we are here and we're in our world, and we have for starters, we have a whole load of quests we didn't actually claim last time. Got these ones in the low voltage tier, which we will claim those. We also have the aluminium tank, which a diamond to aluminium tank. Oh, hello, that's kind of nice, isn't it? Back. I wonder whether I could have got away and made the aluminium. That was. Oh no, that's. So I'd end up with 2 aluminium tanks. What else did we have? I'm looking for the flashy blue stuff. We had the carbon bow limb, which we'll claim, and we had the magnolium crossbow. Oh yeah, you only get 2 and you need 3. I need to find heat scar spiders for that. Okay, that's fine. And I think that is everything off of there. Let me just check my inventory space before I go in. Right, and then we are going to jump into the MV tier, where we actually did manage to complete that. And we also completed the advanced assembling machine, which doesn't really give you the way of rewards. A little bit disappointing in that thing. I think this is actually an interesting kind of area of discussion of with these reward-based mod packs. You see, the interesting thing for me is, and I see this a lot on other channels where, I'm just trying to think. So, for example, the game I've just played while I was away, Surrounded. As you get more used to bigger and better stuff, the loot becomes more underwhelming when you go back to basics, and that to me is an interesting problem, because, for example, in my own personal playthrough in Surrounded, I'm pretty advanced. I've got most of the legendary weaponry. I'm just grinding out the legendary attachments. So when I have to suddenly go back to basics and suddenly start playing with non-legendary things, I can. Yeah, let's get you upgraded, shall we? Might as well. And then, do you just pick that up with? Yes. It didn't say I didn't, so that was kind of the thought there. And then we should have I think the other aluminium no. Oh yes, there it is, aluminium tank full. And that was our crossbow, which was saving for the thingy bobbies. Anyway, that was all of the stuff that we could do. So yeah, when you have to go back to the basics, you have to suddenly start playing with an iron sword, for example, putting it back into Minecraft thing from your netherite sword. It becomes underwhelming, and then you start feeling the loot isn't very good. Now, then you mod in an enhanced loot table or something to make the loot feel more epic, and you just perpetuate the problem, because then you start playing with the modded loot table and you end up back where you were before, where now it doesn't feel epic enough and you want bigger and better, and that's where you end up with these crazy mods like Draconic Evolution and those ilk, where you end up with the world slaying sword or pick or whatever, and it just gets It's like an arms race almost. Anyway, I'm not here to grumble about that. What we are here to do is look at a whole bunch of stuff that I've had queued up. Now these are still going to stay queued. I've added some more stuff to the list, and I would like to start off with here with the basic fluid canner. And oh, look, there's a basic fluid canner. So let's, I want to get rid of some of these little basic things. And then, oh, there's a basic fermenter, look. Because these are all nice, easy things, but they're all also things we need. Now over here, I think is a basic macerator. And in here, apart from things, is the basic miner. Now the basic miner is very interesting. So there's our sensor. I'm going to whack your sensor in there, and that is going to come out of there. Because the basic miner, if I couldn't get myself into the right place. So the only thing left on there is, I think, the basic autoclave, which if I can get myself back to low voltage, is somewhere around scanning bees. No, it's the auto mining. Long distance item pipeline is a thing. We've got the complete. Yeah, there's still quite a lot of machines and stuff to do here, but there's a lot of other bits and pieces that we need to look at as well. So I'm kind of grinding my way through. We need a little bit more of this flamey bowstring to do that, and then we've got the Ardite cobalt things. Now this is where the basic miner is interesting. This thing will mine in the nether without angering the pigmen, which I think could be very, very valuable. We've got, what have we got? Not a lot actually in terms of space to place things. I appear to have a cake on there. Can I dolly that? I bet I haven't got a spare dolly kicking around, have I? Let me just go and have a look. It's alright, it's just in the way. Oh, I have. Right, can I dolly it then? Let's go and find out. Or am I going to? I don't want to destroy it, but I can always generate a little bit of... No, we can't. Okay, that's fine. We'll stick you in there for now. I still want to rearrange this lot anyway. So, and there's several items there. I actually would like to use all three of those. Okay, well, for now, what we'll do is we shall snip. That's not my snips. We shall snip that, and I don't know why. Oh, maybe he's doing that because of that. Okay, let's take the basic macerator and we'll pop you up there for now. And then we'll take the basic fermenter and we'll stick you there for now. And then as soon as I can eat that cake, we'll put that into place. Basic miner we'll put somewhere for safekeeping. And the rubber sheets can go away there. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. For want of a better place to put that, we'll just stick you there for now. So we just need to eat, and I suppose I could always impact my my stuff. Basic fluid canner is the other thing we need to find a home for, which we haven't got yet. So let us put away the snips for a moment and start having a look at what else we've got planned. So this one here is interesting. This is what we want to get the oil for. So we need sulfuric gas, which is in a distillery, which is here, and it is program 4. And we if we get some canned sulfuric gas cells, I need 16 of those, 16 litres. That is 75 to 120. So let's just go and grab, well, let's start off with these buckets, shall we? And we'll just put all 4 of those in. That gets me my buckets back, if nothing else. So that's sulfuric gas. And basically this is going to be a processing job, because all of these use the same machine, but essentially need oil and a different program. So that's program 2, that's program 1, that's program... Hang on. That's sulfuric naphtha, that's I need to double check that, that doesn't sound right. And it looks the same. Alright, we'll work that out. So we need 16 of these, and I'll put 4 buckets in. Let's see how many that gets. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so 4 buckets makes 4,800, so I need at least another several buckets. Let me take one of those. There's 4 buckets there, and we can run those. So that will make me up to 9,600, and then the last one of those will make me up to the almost there, not quite. That's the technical term for it. It's almost there, but I might as well use up these peculiar little tanks and stuff I've got floating around, just because, you know, they're weird. Let's be honest. I mean, there's that lot of there, which is, yeah. So we'll process this lot up, and we may have to go back and run another pumping session to do all 4 of these. But because I'm starting to see more usage for some of these chemical cells, we probably need to be more aware and more conscious of their existence, and, you know, work on them. Because now we're into that, which is 96 buckets, and then there's this, which is yeah, it's another 4 plus oddments, but we got to wait for this to process through. So while we're waiting for that to process through, let's go and have a look at diamond spikes, shall we? Let's see what I've got in the way of things ready. I have aluminium screws, enderpearl screws. I have no screws. Diamond plates, I need 3. 1, 2, 3. Can manage that. Except, of course, we also need a diamond sword, which needs another 2. I've already got the 1. And then we need a block of diamond, which is a compressor with 9s, but I'm going to need 2 blocks of diamonds because I'm going to need to cut another one up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, that's what it is. That's what it is. But whack you in there for now. And it's going to take a while to cut those as well, so... Oh, no, I do need 2. I do need 2. I probably need to go mine some, actually. Might be something we do while the diamond block cuts, because that takes an absolute age. But yeah, diamond block, these again, all little objectives in the thing, but the diamond spike could be interesting, because we may be able to make that work for us. I'm thinking of because the diamond spike, they do drops, and if I remember rightly, drops and experience. And zombies are nothing if not predictable. But that's going to take an age. So while that's doing, we shall go, and because that's also going to take a while, so we're going to head over and just do a bit of diamond mining. Be back in a sec. Alright, we're back. We didn't have a huge amount of success. So if you look at the journey map, this diamond ore is depleted of diamonds. There's still graphite and stuff in there, but diamonds not so much. This one is getting close to depleted, which leaves us with that one on the map. We don't know any other diamond. There's some gold there, but other than that we don't have any other diamonds, so we are going to have to, I think, get a little bit crafty. For starters, we're going to stick one of those in there so we can use it in the old ore finder wand, because you know that's an obvious way of doing it. You just walk around and it'll go scranny when it detects stuff. I'll stick that in there for now. I'm not going to process it, because looking at diamond ore, if I just if I look at that and go for the uses, if we look at the GregTech ore process, I'm kind of learning more and more about how this GEI works after only 80 episodes, you know. But you can put diamond ore into a macerator, which will give you 2 crushed diamonds. Now there doesn't appear to be, or if there is a way, you know, you can put 4 in to get 3 of those out with an implosion compressor. You can make them into stuff like that. You've got electrolyzers to get carbon and stuff, more electrolysis and more things with an electric implosion compressor, which will give you stuff. But if you follow it down the other route, you can go down into the thermal centrifuge, which will output purified diamond ore and hang on, which is going where? Let's have a look at that. But eventually, if you can get to this purified diamond ore, you can run that through, which has a 3% chance of that, 12% chance of that, 40%. So I presume there's multiple chances of getting different bits out of these, and that one, for example, will, if you hammer it, will give you 2. So you can quite heavily improve your production, if you like, of Hoofer, the diamond. So anyway, we were just doing diamond spikes, so I need a diamond sword. Oh, I also need a diamond, don't I? Because I need to make a diamond rod, and I think that's just going to be whack a diamond through an extruder or a lathe. Let's find out. Boop, boop, boop. It's lathe to get that. That is a Is there a way I can just get, there we go, we get that with a couple of bits of diamond off of it, okay, or we can run it, yeah. You can't extrude diamond, I suppose that makes sense, there's no way you could extrude a diamond, but you could, I mean lathing it is a little bit excessive, I'll be honest, but that's fine. It's going to take a while, isn't it? Okay, let's go and have a look at our sulfuric stuff. Now this tank is 16, so the obvious thing to do is to whack in an imprecise amount of oil and let it run until it gets to 16, because then it's full, and before we let it go any further we take the oil out and then we take the 16 of those out, and that will be the sulfuric gas sorted. No idea what I use it for, although it sounds like it's, you know, something maybe to do with sulfuric acid, possibly. But we'll find out when we complete the quest, because then it opens up another thing, so we can do something else with it. So lots of interesting, lots of fun things we can do with these chemicals, and I use the word fun very usefully, loosely. I'm going to get that autoclave done next episode, I promise. It's annoying me. There's a lot of things annoying me. Oh, so close. How do I deal with that then? Well, we'll take you out. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 16. I suppose we'll deal with it like this. Cost that 75 for 120. I'm going to get slightly over, which is going to be annoying. And then we just need a universal cell to pick up the fraction. Okay, so we have sulfuric and a fraction of, which will take us to refinery gas cell with hydrogen gas to give it a better burn value. It's now okay. Sulfuric gas cell with hydrogen makes refinery gas cell with hydrogen sulfide. Oh my god, the chemistry in this is just insane. Alright, let's have a look at sulfuric naphtha then. Back. Oh, we got the flue. Yeah, we've got quite a few to claim, haven't we? I'm just like going, where the hell they come from? And then I just remembered I did them. Sulfuric naphtha. Let's have a look. 25 to 10 on program 3. Program 2. Okay, that's program 3. That's fine. I am good with that then. Oh, let's just come over here, pop you down. I'm going to do the same trick, I think. Program 3. Let's see how much we get with 4 buckets worth. We'll stick that away for spares. And yeah, we'll see how that one goes. So that's that. While we're still on this, let's go back to you and go and have a look at my lathing. Okay, there's a little bit of diamond dust. I don't know whether I've got ender pearl dust. I suppose I really should go and put these in the dust. Sodium hydroxide, probably should. Red alloy dust, yeah, we'll leave that up. No, I'll take the red alloy. That one I'm going to process, so we'll leave up here. Yep, all the self-control and concentration of a deranged thing. There you go. We're getting a concentration of these dusts again, which we will need to process, but you know, I'll worry about that later. So we're going to continue with that. We should have this rod, which we can put in the cutting machine to make into thingy bobbits. That is, wow, this is not going to get a lot. It's going to use a lot of oil to get this naphtha. But that's fine. How much did I need of that? I need 9 of those for that one. Okay, that's fine. Well, it's going to take quite a bit of oil to do this one. I mean, this looks like you're probably going to come in at about... It's not 50, no, it's what was it, 25 to 10, so that's 40%, isn't it? Wow, really quite dire. Anyway, they're nearly done. 40%. That is quite bad. Now, I would imagine, knowing what little bit of science I do, that the actual target, the piece that you want to achieve, is, and I'm aware I could probably put that in as well. Actually, no, because I can't pick it up like that, can I? I can put the other tanks in, I think, but that's fine. I would imagine that when we get further on, there'll be fractional distillation where we can actually get the different things from it, because the simple reality of oil distillation is that you don't sit there and get a bucket of oil and go, today I'm going to make petrol, and you distill the petrol out of it and throw away the rest. That would be silly, to say the least. No, you think, what do we want? A grinder and a hammer. I think. Grinder and hammer. Sword. Yes. And then need a saw and a screwdriver for that one. And that should be that. Yay. Now the question is, can I use those? Yeah, I could probably use those in the mob grinder quite easily, especially if I filter them so they kind of walk towards me, give them a little bit of an in. A couple of ways I can think of doing that. One would be to restrict. Well, basically, I'm going to give them a means of getting to me. So that's that one. We've still got this XP shower thing, and we've still got the vacuum thing. So let's come and have a look now at the vacuum hopper. That needs 4 hoppers, 3 obsidian plates, and an ender pearl plate. And again, these are all things that I think are going to be ultimately very, very useful. So I'm not just doing the quests to clear them or for the sake of clearing them. I'm actually doing them with an aim. I keep putting them in that slot, I don't know why. With an aim to use them later on in automation of some description. The vacuum hopper with the spikes is going to be very, very, very useful. So what do I need? 4 hoppers, wasn't it? And I don't think I have any. Let's have a look at the coin quests for starters. Can I buy hopperage? I can buy pistonage. I don't think I can buy hopperage though, can I? No, I think that's a big fat juicy no. I can't. What? Oh, it's just if you haven't got an ore, wow, I didn't know that was a thing. That would have been so helpful earlier. Okay. Anyway, hopperage is not a thing, so we need to have a look at the recipe for a hopper. That's iron plates, 20 iron plates, and iron gear is 4 to 1, so 28 iron. of which 8 are going into the extruder and 20 are going... no. 16 are going into the extruder and 20 are going in. Maths is good, innit? Right, let me pull these together and I shall be back in a moment. Just spotted that I can create these without using the gear, which saves 32 iron, so you know, need to remember that these things, the assembler recipes, are generally a hell of a lot cheaper, so yeah, that saved me a bit of time. And then we'll stick you back on program 8 and you can go in there. And you can just make me some more chests. Right, plates. I've got an ender pearl plate. Obsidian plates I've got as well. I think that's it. I think you just into that. And that is going to be really useful. Vacuum hoppers are great, I love those. Right, what else did we have? XP shower, that was iron casings and steel fluids. Don't have those. Got 2 iron casings. Let's have a look. Cutting machine, take a plate, we'll make 2. I've got iron plates aplenty, so we'll do it that way. Let me just double check the no program, so it's just whack that through. We can actually knock that off and that off now. We just need to claim the spoils for that. So small steel pipes, and those are extruder 1-to-1, and I need 5 of them. That's fair enough. We can do that fairly easily. So extruder, small pipe. Small pipe. Bang. And bang. That's nice and easy as well. Right, let me pop that back in there. Come in here, go boop, 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 boop. There's our XP shower. You need more. So this is now just going to be pretty much a process of creating these things. Now I think I'm going to wait for this one because we were at 4.8-ish and we need 9. So I don't think I need 4. I think possibly even I'm going to just put another 2 in. And then we'll take it from there, I think. So while that's doing, let's just go and have a quick peek at what rewards we've got to claim, because we might as well get these claimed so I don't forget them. So we've got the fluid canner, and that's nothing special, it's just to bang in some things. We have the XP shower, which is just some bagging some coins. We've got the spikes, which is food, and I can make steel. I mean, you know, diamonds. Not a major problem either, but I've already intimated that they are becoming a little bit problematic in that I'm running out of veins of them. We've got the macerator, which is great, and we have sulfuric gas, which gives me... I'll take the nitrogen, and it's actually because it's nitrogen plus some cells. We also have the fermenter, which gives me that. Bottled mash. What do you use you for then? Mash is used in a fermenter to make wash or biomass. Wash with a culture from a bacterial. What do we use? Wash makes wine in a bacterial vat. Generic high proof. Sounds lethal. Fermenter. What can you do with wine? I mean, obviously I know what you can do with wine. Vinegar in a bacterial vat. Petri dish with culture. Ferment it into vinegar. Distill it into ethanol and water. Or presumably, presumably stick it in a bottle. But there's nothing much you can do with that other than drink it as neat as it is. Okay, that's fine. How are you going? Alright, well I'm just going to go and put some of this stuff away. I should be back in a moment. Okay, so for every bucket I get 0.4 of a litre. So there's my 9. There's my little bit of leftovers. And that will be sulfuric naphtha. Now, sulfuric heavy fuel is program 1. And that is going to be expensive. How many do I need? 8. Ouch. Okay, well we'll go and we shall stick this in for now. Again, don't know what I'm going to do with half of this stuff. You're going to be at, what was the sulfuric light fuel? That's program 2, 75 to 10. And I needed 48. Good grief, 48 of that. I'm just going to double check my figures here. Yeah, it wants 48 cells. Good grief. Okay, that's going to be, 48 at that return is going to require a lot of oil. So, but we can do program 1 for now. And yeah, I think it's definitely going to require me to make a return trip. I think it probably wants me to do the oil pipeline, if I'm really honest. But let's see what if it's 75 to 5, that's 5%. No, 5% voice less is about, oh God, it's terrible. It's maths in my head are not my strong point, so they're certainly not weird percentages, but 75 to 5, which means that you look at this, I mean, it's 300 for every bucket, which means that it's 3.3 buckets per litre, and it wanted 8. That one's not so bad. 3.3 per litre, so that's 3, 8, 24 buckets, 20 odd buckets. But the next one, 48 buckets at the same ratio, is going to be a biggie. I'm probably going to need to make more pumps. I'm going to probably need to make more batteries to take this lot out with me and run this with more pipe over the top. It's all doable. It's just Well, I always said, isn't it? It's the grind. It's what do I expect? So I expect that these four will give me slightly greater than 1, about 1.3, I think. But we'll see. Be back in a moment. 1.2. So to get 8 of those, I'm going to need to run that a few more times, which is going to take a short while, which is fine. I'll be back once we've got those, but we're definitely not getting that last one done this episode. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we have got 8 of those and oddments. That's our heavy sulfuric cells. And looking at these, the naphtha, for example, we can put sulfuric naphtha through a chemical reactor to get naphtha and hydrogen sulfide. It can also be used as a gas turbine fuel for 4000 EU, which sounds a bit low considering the amount of oil that I'm throwing in there, but I'm sure there are better things. But naphtha itself, we can utilise that for what we can make lightly hydrocracked naphtha. Ooh, sounds like fun with some hydrogen. And it can also it generates 320,000 EU, and now it starts to make sense. You're taking these and going bigger. Now oil cracker will make you, that's a thing, I don't know whether it's a multi-block. It looks like it's a multi-block. Yes, it is a multi-block, and I expected probably that. So we've got that one, and then the last thing we have to do, let me just go on, get this, that was the program 1, we need that. So this is program 2. And we need to basically run 48 buckets of this. Now I am not going to get this done this episode because with the best will in the world this is going to take a while. 48 cells I should say. I only got 16 in here, so I need to run this until it's full 3 times, and I don't even think I've got enough oil there. Let's see what we get with 4. And while that's doing, let's jump in here. We can go and grab you. We'll have the cells again. I like this. I like cells. And we'll have we'll have some free oil cells. That will come in handy. So yeah, this one required 48 light fuel cells. Sulfuric that has a burn value of 4000. Now, if we look down here, we also have, gives us a better burn value, so we can refine it further on that one, and that will take us off to methane. Naphtha, process that down again. Polyethylene shares in refinery gas, so decide yourself. If you want to make high octane gasoline and EV and on these lot, okay, wonderful. I'm learning more about fuel than I ever wanted to know. Heavy fuel cells with a burn, you can produce heavy fuel cells with 240,000 EU per cell. Right, for diesel in MV, which is a better fuel, okay. And then there'll be whatever this light fuel comes out with from that. So that was that. I think I've got something else to claim there. What am I missing? I'm looking for a basic miner. Oh, we get another 16 power. We should not know that I just made 32 of those on the basis that in this world we don't really need a great deal more. We can put these oil cells in here though, that will help. So that's actually now 12, but that's fine. Hydrogen cells will put away, everything else needs to be put away. Let's just see what those 12 buckets make, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm officially confused now. I'm sure I only put in 12. 8 fuel cells plus 4 buckets and I got 12 litres. Now I'm fairly certain it can't be a 1 for 1. 75 to 10. It can't be a 1 for 1, so I must have cocked up somewhere. So here's 4. We need to see what these will do. I also do need to just go and put these hydrogen and these quest rewards away. We're not going to complete this one this episode, but yeah, that's definitely confusing me. I mean, I realise that's not always the most difficult thing to do. Oh, that's oxygen, idiot. Hydrogen is, hello. Hydrogen is a little bit lower in the periodic. I don't know how I made that simple error, but there you go. There's 53. So yeah, we've got a fair bit of hydrogen, and we need to put that. I'm half tempted to pull these in, you know, because other than enchanting them to get fortune, I just don't see it. Well, you can put 3 in to get an MV, so you can assemble them up. That might be actually more beneficial. Shall we try that? While we're waiting on that thing, we could do. Then we can use the medium voltage reward bags, can't we? Let me just have a look at those again. Oh, no, we can. We've got it. Yes. I'm going to assume that there's no program. Oh, it's going to take a while though. Still, we'll be handing in higher tier reward bags, and that is good. Because I don't really need a lot of lower tier stuff now. In fact, let's go and just have a look what other reward bags we have got floating around. IC2 crops. Medium voltage reward bags. We can't, obviously not going to be able to. I'm going to guess that we can assemble those up to an HV, but it needs an HV assembly. Yes, okay. I'm very tempted just to go with these though, because things like that are useful. That's not so useful. No idea how useful that will be. Steve's carts is something I'm not overly familiar with, I'm honest. Potion of Invis, maybe. And an iron vanishing frame. I did not know we had those. That's useful, interesting. Solar and Steve's carts. I really must learn Steve's carts. Maybe I'll have to have a play with that outside of stuff and things and stuff. What have I done with my potions? Up there. So, not the greatest, but you know, that's fine. Right, well, I'm conscious of time, so let's go and see. I'll go and see how long these are, how these are doing, and once they are done, I'll be back. Yeah, this is confusing. That's definitely done 4 for 4. It's definitely sulfuric light fuel, so you know, there's the first 16 cells worth. Not sure how many we got in there. 156, so we should have plenty. Slightly over actually now. So that's 16 cells worth, and there's 38 there. So in theory, I've got enough oil to do that. So what I will do. Cool. Okay, completed that one as well. Yeah, go with that. Again, I don't like making them, so let's make that easier. So still need 48 for that, but yeah, I'll do those in the background, and we'll see how that goes, I suppose. We've got 7 of those, 3 more to go. Let's have a look what we got this time. Gunpowder, that was well worth it. Charcoal, totally not worth it. A crop matron, could have done with that, and some wood screws, and a weighted pressure plate. Some steak. Seeds and energy conduit. Actually, the energy conduit could be quite interesting. Farm block and diodes. And some peanut butter and jelly. Okay, well, I've certainly had worse. And we can put the diodes away. The screws can go away. That technically, I suppose, is a wire, so it can go in there. Yeah, well, we've got 2 more to play with. I just need to get myself some room in my inventory. There. It's got to be said, they're not great reward. I mean, that is quite good. Weighted pressure plate, potentially interesting. And those can go away. Let's just go and get the last 2, and then I think we can probably wrap this episode up. It's probably gone overly long, so we do need to think about that, but I'll keep that running in the background. This has got 3 more of those. TNT, yeah, I suppose it's okay. Lever to activate TNT, that was nice of it. A little bit more energy conduit and some chicken and some bone meal. Well, not great, but I didn't expect great. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, bye for now.